the countries that are actually managing the agenda and responsible for the realization of the mandate of the Human Rights Council of the United Nations, a neutral, allegedly neutral international political body, are the countries that are among the top list of the worst violators of the very principles this council is meant to uphold. And these are the countries that led to the request for a fact-finding mission regarding Israel's activities in the Gaza war. So in this video, we're going to talk about who requested the Goldstone report as part of the strategy of exposing the inherent bias that is represented by the report itself. Remember, the strategy here is to show that the bias is a worse violation than the violation Israel is being accused of. Now, the report was requested by the United Nations Human Rights Council that in its new version initiated its activities in the year 2006. Let's understand, A, what the mandate of this commission is, and B, who are the countries that are entrusted in managing the commission and realizing this mandate. So, the mandate of the Human Rights Council is to expose whenever possible cases of human rights violations around the world and to use that exposure in order to reduce the number of these cases and bring the people responsible for these cases to court. Remember, this is the mandate. But when we look at the Human Rights Council and at the countries that are managing the Human Rights Council, we're looking at countries like Cuba, Pakistan, Saudi Arabia. In the past we had Libya, North Korea. Sudan was at one point the head of this council. So we understand that the countries that are actually managing the agenda and responsible for the realization of the mandate of the Human Rights Council of the United Nations, a neutral, allegedly neutral international political body, are the countries that are among the top list of the worst violators of the very principles this council is meant to uphold. And these are the countries that led to the request for a fact-finding mission regarding Israel's activities in the Gaza war. So you understand, we have a major problem here. Now, it is not my recommendation that when you engage other people on campus or in the workplace regarding the Goldstone report, you immediately begin with these accusations. As we stated before, questions are more powerful than answers. What you should try to do is a combination of asking people who are the countries that are managing the Human Rights Council and what they know about the track record of these countries. If they don't know, you can provide the information. And even then, don't move on to accusations. Ask questions. For example, sir, how do you feel about the fact that this fact-finding mission was requested by a country that is one of the worst violators of human rights in the world today? Do you feel that that in any way infringes on the neutrality of this report? If the person says no, I recommend you go down that discussion path. But if the person says yes, you've already led the person to understand that there's a problem with this report. We haven't yet spoken about the actual allegations and accusations in the report, nor how to deal with the fact that Israel may have in fact on certain incidents committed human rights violations in the war, because we're not at that point of the discussion yet. Remember, we need to find out who requested the fact-finding mission, when they requested it, and how it was written. This video is an example of how to deal with the who. Let's move on to the next video.